Welcome everyone to a new story today, titled The Stranger in the Fog. It was a cold, misty evening when Claire found herself lost on the winding forest road. She had been driving back to her hometown, but the dense fog had appeared out of nowhere, making it impossible to see more than a few feet ahead. Her car's headlights were no match for the thick wall of gray that enveloped everything. Frustrated and a bit anxious, she decided to pull over and wait for the fog to clear. As she sat there in the silence of the night, something peculiar happened. Through the fog, a faint figure appeared in the distance, walking slowly along the road. Claire's heart raced as she strained to see more clearly. Was it a person? Why would anyone be out here in the middle of nowhere, walking in this weather? Curiosity mixed with caution, Claire rolled down her window slightly, just enough to call out, "Hello, do you need help?" she shouted into the mist. The figure paused but didn't respond. Instead, it began moving again, this time toward her car. Nervous but unable to resist the pull of the mystery, Claire stepped out of the vehicle. As the figure drew closer, she could make out a tall man dressed in a long, old-fashioned coat. His face was pale, his eyes distant, as if he were looking through her rather than at her. "Are you lost?" Claire asked again, her voice more timid this time. The man stopped just a few feet away. "No," he said quietly. "But you are." Claire was taken aback. "I'm waiting for the fog to lift. Do you live around here?" The man shook his head slowly. "No one lives here anymore," he said, his tone filled with an eerie finality. "This road, it leads nowhere." A shiver ran down Claire's spine. She glanced back at her car, then at the stranger who seemed to have appeared from nowhere. Her mind raced with questions, but before she could ask more, the man pointed down the road. "Turn around. Go back the way you came, before it's too late." Claire hesitated, but something in the man's voice told her not to argue. She quickly got back into her car and turned it around, heading back the way she had come. As she drove away, she glanced in the rearview mirror. The figure had vanished into the fog, as if he had never been there. It wasn't until later that Claire learned of the old legend, the story of a man who had lost his way on that very road many years ago. He had wandered into the fog, never to be seen again. But some say his spirit lingers, guiding others away from the same fate. Moral: sometimes it's the unknown that offers the most important warnings. Trusting your instincts can save you from dangers that reason alone may not understand. Don't forget to support us with a like and subscription to continue with more. Goodbye.